When a diabetic does excessive exercise, it could also lead to hypoglycemia, which is actually more dangerous. One of the main mistakes that people with diabetes make is relying on medicines.
इंडिया में प्रोएक्टिव हेल्थ के लिए कोई जगह नहीं.
We say smoothies are very healthy, but for diabetics, no, because जब blend करते हैं सारा कुछ, तो वो जो food का structure होता है, it breaks down. And when you're having it, it's like a carb load in the body. हम सोचते हैं कि शुगर को हम रिप्लेस कर देंगे विद हनी एंड जैगरी. काफी पीपल डर लगा, अरे हम तो डेट सिरप लेते हैं. व्हेन हनी एंड इवन जैगरी, देन व्हेन इन द बॉडी व्हेन दे आर डिजेस्टेड, द एंड प्रोडक्ट इज द सेम. इन अ डायबिटिक डाइट, प्रोटीन इज इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज इट हेल्प्स in keeping you satiated or full. तो उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, आपको फूड क्रेविंग्स नहीं होती है. You don't binge eat meals. प्रोटीन जब कार्बोहाइड्रेट के साथ जाता है तो जो राइज होता है ब्लड शुगर का, वो स्लो हो जाता है एंड स्टेबल रहता है. बोथ कार्डियो एज वेल एज स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग will help in opening the locks of the cells, because of which insulin can effectively enter the cells along with glucose, and glucose can be utilized, so it improves insulin sensitivity.
इंडिया को डायबिटीज कैपिटल माना जाता है. कुछ लोग ऑलरेडी डायबिटीज से सफर कर रहे हैं और कुछ लोग ऑलमोस्ट बॉर्डरलाइन केस पे है. तो हम आज जान लेंगे फ्रॉम द एक्सपर्ट हाउ वी कैन डू लिटिल थिंग्स जो हमें डायबिटीज को मैनेज करने में हेल्प करेंगे. इनफैक्ट फूड, फिटनेस और लाइफस्टाइल प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल इन दिस. एंड आज हम जिनसे मिलेंगे वो हमें बताएंगे कि कैसे आसानी से छोटी छोटी चीज़ें करके हम बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस कर सकते हैं अपने लाइफ में टू कंट्रोल डायबिटीज. माय नेम इज शायंती बैनर्जी एंड इट्स एन एब्सोल्यूट ऑनर फॉर मी टू इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू द एक्सपर्ट इन द हाउस. We have dietitian Aarti Shah, who is the co-founder and the principal nutritionist at Cafe Nutrition. She has more than 30 years of experience, and with her expertise, she has been helping people to control their lives and make it a better lifestyle for themselves. Now, let's begin with her and let's know her journey. Welcome, Aarti, to the show, and we would love to begin with how you keep fit and fab.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to say a few things about how this whole thing started. Well, I remember I was just 18 when I met someone who was in the field of dietetics, and it truly intrigued me. I kind of thought this looks something which is, which something I could learn and could impart this knowledge, to people. And not much was known at that time about diet, food, lifestyle. It was just all in the nascent stage in India. I studied, worked through the years, till I met someone, my partner, that is my business partner, at when I was, I think, in my late 40s. We decided, let's make a change, in this world, because we found over the years that there was a lot of miscommunication about what you should eat, how much you should eat, about the different lifestyle conditions that were there. So this company was started and was fueled by pure passion by two mothers who came together, and we have been trying to make a meaning to everybody's health today. So that's how this whole thing has started. Of course, being dietitians, we ourselves have to be very careful of what we eat. I truly believe in practice what you preach. So yes, you may find us once in a while eating all the wrong stuff, but most of the times we also practice what we tell mostly people.
I think that's a beautiful journey, and we are all human. So, we do have the liberty to sometimes go off the track, I would say. But today, the whole idea is how to stay on track and, make a lot of difference with the little and consistent changes that we can do to our lifestyle. So, to begin with, I wanted to know, why is it that India is suddenly becoming this diabetes capital? Why is there so much of a rise in diabetes all over? And it's across the age groups is what we see now.
Okay, so firstly, I'd like to say one thing, that it's just not one factor which is contributing to the rise of diabetes in India. Now, the first thing is our genes. Now, our genes are actually increasing our risk for depositing excess fat around our midsection. That is the visceral area that what we call generally the belly fat. Now, when that happens, there's inflammation in the body, and then you have clinical conditions, including diabetes slowly coming into your body. Secondly, this is not being helped because the lifestyle that we are currently leading is also something that needs to be stood up and taken notice of. So let's say, for example, the food that we eat. We kind of eating more of processed foods, packaged foods, foods that have maida, foods that have refined, the drinks that have refined sugar. We are also kind of being more sedentary. Most of the times I hear people saying exercise karne ka time nahi hai. We are sitting straight 8 hours at work without getting up from our seat. So that's kind of a sedentary lifestyle. We are also, not getting enough sleep. If you see, the quality and quantity of sleep also is being compromised. And finally, stress everybody has. There's not a single person in this world who says, I don't have stress. But we do not know how to manage that stress. So we need to learn to do that. So these are some factors which are contributing to the surge in the cases of diabetes. Now, besides this, there's one more factor, is lack of awareness. We often see people who are thin and come, I don't need to look after my health. I can eat what I want. I don't need to exercise. So it's only when they do a test and they get their results, they realize that yes, they do have pre-diabetes or diabetes. So there's a lot of lack of awareness also, which is leading to this. So basically, all these things are increasing the incidences, or let's say the cases of pre-diabetes and diabetes in India.
Absolutely, I totally agree that the lack of awareness. अगर आपके पास जानकारी ही नहीं है कि क्या सही है आपके लिए, आप कभी अपने आप को सुधार नहीं सकते हो।
करेक्ट। एंड एक और पॉइंट छोटा सा, कि इंडिया में प्रोएक्टिव हेल्थ के लिए कोई जगह नहीं है। जब हम टेस्ट करने जाएंगे या हमें कोई सिम्टम आएगा एंड हम टेस्ट करने जाते हैं और कुछ निकलता है, तो वी स्टार्ट वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स इट। वी डोंट वांट टू प्रोएक्टिवली डू टेस्ट, लीड अ हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल, मेक चेंजेस so that we don't progress to that stage. You need to get your tests done regularly to know where you stand. Of course, lifestyle habits need to be changed. So you have to eat well, you have to move more. You also have to learn to manage your stress, sleep well, and finally don't rely on any misinformation that is coming from social media. It's coming from WhatsApp. Of course, there's a whole university of WhatsApp that's running around. That's what I'd like to say.
As an expert, you have really put the nail on the head, because at the end of the day क्या होता है कि जानकारी के नाम पे हमें काफ़ी कुछ सुनने को मिलता है और जो शायद सही भी नहीं है। तो हम obviously experts से जानना चाहेंगे कि what are the right things to do in order to make our lives better and our lifestyles better. So that brings me to the question that, type 2 diabetes, what exactly is it and what happens in the body when we are talking about type 2?
So let's start with the normal body process. That is, when you eat food, especially carbohydrates, when they get digested, they're converted into glucose, which is a sugar.
Right.
Now the sugar, along when it's absorbed by the blood, at the same time pancreas will release insulin. Now insulin works as a key. What insulin does is it takes the sugar to the cell where it uses itself, right? Insulin opens the lock of the doors of this cell and sugar enters the cell, right? There it is converted into energy and we use that energy. So that's the normal body process. In diabetes, what happens is insulin is there, sugar is there. However, when it reaches the cell, the lock is spoiled. So it can't open the door of the cell, because of which sugar cannot enter the cell. And what happens then? The entire sugar remains in the blood outside. It just keeps getting accumulated there. So that is type 2 diabetes.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could almost visualize this, हमें almost पता चला कि exactly हो क्या रहा है body में when we are talking about type 2 diabetes. So that brings me to the question, what are the things that you feel people are doing wrong? I know you have explained, the reasons why people get diabetes, but still, people who are on medication and जो कोशिश भी कर रहे हैं, वो कौन सी चीजें हैं जो बिल्कुल नहीं करनी चाहिए when it comes to taking control of diabetes, or rather managing diabetes?
So one of the main mistakes that people with diabetes or who are newly diagnosed with diabetes make is relying on medicines. So we often think that if we take these medicines, हमारा diabetes control में आ जाएगा, right? तो एक चीज हमको ये याद रखनी है कि medicine is to be used as a support. It's not going to help you cure your diabetes, right? the major thing that you need to focus on are your lifestyle changes, right? So let's say for example किसी को newly diagnosed diabetes हुआ है या pre-diabetes है. So what do we usually do? We start जोर शोर से taking care of it for the first 2-3 months. हम करेले का जूस पिएंगे. We'll have the मेथी का पानी also. We start exercising regularly every single day. खाने में भी थोड़ी परहेजी हो जाती है. So वो सब चीजें हम शुरुआत में करते हैं. But the mistake that happens then is that थोड़ा सा भी अगर हमारा रिपोर्ट अच्छा निकला तो हम सोचते हैं चलिए हम मेडिसिन तो ले रहे हैं तो because of that it's under control and maybe we give just a few marks to the lifestyle changes we have made. And you know, honestly, everyone doesn't want to stick to a good healthy lifestyle always because it is a little difficult. It's an effort that you have to make. So we go back to our original habits and there you go, the sugar comes back, or let's say it is high again. So that's the mistake. So you have to stay consistent with the changes that are there. So you have to eat in the right portions. You have to eat good kind of food and it has to be, you know, every single day. Okay. Similarly, exercise has to be on most days of the week. You know, a mix of little bit of cardio, little bit of strength training. If there is stress, the little bit of yoga also has to be introduced. So that is, you know, something that people don't look into. And a major mistake that I have seen is that people rely again on information coming in from social media, WhatsApp. They say, you know, if you take this kind of a herb, your diabetes is going to get cured. You need not take medicines because they are very harmful. You can do this XYZ things, you know, to help your diabetes go away. So I feel when these kind of, fad things or things which don't last for a long time come in, you are actually exposing yourself to more harm. So you need to take advice from a registered medical professional to understand how to manage your diabetes rather than going into information that is coming in from a lot of other sources which are not verified. So these are the mistakes I feel.
राइट ब्रिलियंट. जैसे यू नो एज एन एक्सपर्ट आपने कहा कि मेडिसिन सिर्फ आपको गाइड करने के लिए है फॉर अ बेटर लाइफस्टाइल एंड फॉर कीपिंग योर डायबिटीज इन चेक, बट वो सोल्यूशन नहीं है. द सोल्यूशन इज अगेन ब्रिंगिंग अस बैक टू द लाइफस्टाइल. जो आपके लाइफस्टाइल में चेंजेस या सुधार आपने पहले नहीं किए थे, which has led to diabetes, you have to get them under control in order to control your diabetes. Right? So
and that has to be done every single day. ये नहीं कि आपने 2-3 महीने कर लिया, कंट्रोल में आ गया और सोचा अभी सब ठीक हो गया. You know that way.
Right. No wonder, you know, diabetes is called a lifestyle disease more than anything. So it is bringing us back to the fact that it's the lifestyle that needs to be taken care of.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Brilliant. So, you know, that brings us to another question, which is like, what kind of exercise, you have already mentioned some, can be done, or, you know, the number of hours one can dedicate, like we have already discussed, you know, people are totally complaining about not having time. तो अपनी जिंदगी में कैसे लोग exercise को शामिल कर सकते हैं? Also diet, if you can suggest, you know, there are like a variety of diets out there, but we want to know from the experts. So if you can throw some light on these.
So, as you asked, diet and exercise, they are the foundations of managing, or let's say effective management of blood sugar levels. Okay. So when we talk of exercise, both cardio as well as strength training will help in opening the locks, you know, of the cells, because of which insulin can effectively, you know, enter the cells along with glucose, and glucose can be utilized. So it improves insulin sensitivity. That's very, very important. As far as diet is concerned, diet, when it is high in certain, nutrients like, let's say protein, little bit of healthy fats, it has fiber, it will keep the blood sugar level stable. How? By slowing down digestion. So once digestion is slowed down, the spike or the rate at which glucose is made becomes slower, because of which there will not be accumulation of sugar in the blood also. So these two things are extremely important when we talk of diabetes management.
Right. I think that is definitely going to help people जो complain करते रहते हैं कि उनके पास time नहीं है. आपको time निकालना पड़ेगा.
Exactly.
So is there a duration for which you would suggest the exercise needs to be done before we move on to the diet part of things?
So here I'll just like to say a few things about both the strength training and cardio, why both of them are important, because
Yes.
I think we should know why we should be engaging in both.
Knowledge,
Yeah,
right? That's
some
what we
knowledge,
are
yes.
looking at. Yes.
So see, when we say cardio helps because it helps in taking the blood sugar level for energy, right? तो जैसे आप खाने के बाद आप 10-15 मिनट चल लिए, it will help in the absorption of sugar. That is why cardio is very, very important. And most important, it helps in losing the belly fat or the visceral fat, right? So cardio becomes important. Secondly, strength training, जो हमारे muscles है, they're the biggest users of glucose in the body. So when we do strength training, it automatically absorbs the sugar from the blood to make fuel or energy. So that is why strength training is important. And do remember that when you do strength training, the uptake or the utilization of sugar or glucose will remain hours after you have even finished exercising or
Right.
doing your strength training.
Right.
So that is why it becomes important. आपका जो insulin sensitivity है, it becomes better. So these two are very, very important. Now, if you ask me, 2 to 3 times a week, strength training is important. And yes, the rest of the days with one rest day should be a cardio based exercise, whatever the person enjoys. Safe timing would be around 40 to 45 minutes depending upon the health goals. That is what should be the ideal time for exercising.
Right, that's what the expert would say, right? इसीलिए knowledge बहुत important है क्योंकि लोग काफी extreme कर लेते हैं
Correct.
and they cannot keep up to that routine. you
So
know?
here another point is when a diabetic does excessive exercise, it could also lead to hypoglycemia, which is actually more dangerous.
Okay.
So I think, doing it with consciousness of how much you should be doing it. In fact, checking your blood sugar levels before and during and even after is very important, because if before doing the exercise you find that yes, your blood sugar levels are a little low, then you can have a carb based snack at that time. If you feel during the exercise a little uneasy, you can maybe have a sports drink which has a little bit of sugar or something like that, a gel which could help in bringing suddenly your blood sugar levels up. So that's important. And another thing which is important is even after the exercise, it's important to have a mix of carb and protein snack so that it helps in keeping the blood sugar levels quite stable. So this is what I would like to say. Be careful of even hypoglycemia. Don't over exercise.
Right, that's where I think the expert information comes in, क्योंकि आप कुछ भी कर रहे हो, अगर आप गलत कर रहे हो तो उसका फायदा नहीं, आपको नुकसान ही मिलने वाला है.
Correct.
Great. So, this brings us to the next part we want to focus on. You have mentioned a few things which people can have pre and post exercise, but what does a general diet for a diabetes person look like?
Okay, so a diabetic person generally has to follow a balanced diet. Okay, no fat diets, no extreme diets. Extreme diets, when I say this because there are a lot of people who thinks I don't want to have carbs at all, right? First of all, it's extreme. Second, it's very unrealistic. And the reason being that we as Indians have been brought up eating carbs. It's ingrained in us. So leaving carbs, you can do it for a couple of maybe days, couple of months, but it's not sustainable, right? So that is the first thing. You need to have a balanced plate. Now, how should a normal diabetic plate look? It should be that, let's envision the thali, right? We have a traditional thali.
Yeah.
So let's envision that thali. And half that plate should be filled with non-starchy vegetables. Okay, so जैसे पकी हुई सब्जी है या salad is there या soup is there, so that's half your plate. The quarter of the plate that is there should be a protein source. It could be low fat paneer, it could be tofu, it could be dal, it could be beans, chicken, lean chicken hai, fish hai, eggs hai. So that's protein that comes in that part. And finally, the 1/4 that is there should have carbs. Could be a roti, could be rice, could be a bhakri. So that's where the carbs come. Now, the normal mistake that we make is we have a lot more carb on our plate. So if you see you have a mound of rice, you will have 3-4 chapatis, very little vegetable, may or may not have a salad. Protein, yes, there will be some amount. If there's dal, it's very less, So this is the kind of plate which is not beneficial to a person who has diabetes. So that is very important. और उसके साथ में there has to be a little bit of healthy fats, because that also slows down the absorption of glucose. So that's again important. Now iske sath in the diet you have to be very careful that you don't have packaged foods, you don't have processed foods, foods that have maida, right? Because there it spikes the blood sugar levels, right? It gets absorbed very fast and the blood sugar levels are spiked. Similarly, white rice is something which is not appreciated in a diabetic diet. White bread hai, white pasta hai. Again, they spike the blood sugar levels. You have to be very, very careful about that. Next is you have to take care कि आप जो ये sugary beverages है, you have to be again not veering towards them. You should stay away from these sugary beverages because they also spike the blood sugar levels. And finally, portion control is very important, especially of the carbs that are there in the diet. So these things are non-negotiable when we talk of a diabetic plate or a diabetic diet.
नाइस, आई लव द वे आपने जैसे थाली को पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है कि कैसे हाफ में हम पूरे फाइबर्स जो कि आसानी से मिल जाएंगे, यू नो, द सीजनल वेजिटेबल्स जिनको हम रख सकते हैं, एंड द सेकंड हाफ जो दूसरा हाफ है प्लेट का उसको भी बैलेंस कर सकते हैं. तो वी आर नॉट मिसिंग आउट एन एनीथिंग, बट हम सबको बैलेंस करके रेगुलर में खा सकते हैं. बिकॉज वापस आपने जैसे कहा था कि मेडिसिन के भरोसे हम कुछ भी खा सकते हैं, दैट इज नॉट
ट्रू. करेक्ट, यस. Hydration is another point that needs to be taken care of क्योंकि प्यास ज़्यादा लगती है अगर डायबिटीज के numbers high हैं. So be well hydrated. Again, sugary drinks is not an option. ये इतनी धूप में when I see people chugging the sugary drinks, I always feel that you have to carry your own bottle of water so that you are well hydrated all the times without feeling the need for going in for something else.
Right, like colas are not a substitute
Absolutely
for thirst.
Yes. I usually don't like to name, the brands because then it's like a direct hit at them. But our markets are flooded with, right from juices. You will not believe. Absolutely. Even the juices are, they may not have sugar, but they still have the capacity to spike the blood sugar levels. So that's another thing that we need to stay away from. Whole fruits are always preferred because जो fiber होता है, it doesn't allow the absorption of sugar fast. तो आपकी शुगर जो बढ़ती है वो एकदम आराम से बढ़ती है और स्टेबल रहती है.
Right, yes, of course, because this brings me to the fact that even I come across so many combo deals which are selling me everything which is probably not healthy but at a budget friendly price. Correct. So we should not fall on that trap, no. Because health is too precious.
Yes, and it's a myth that health comes at a cost in the sense कि आपको healthy रहने के लिए ज़्यादा पैसे use करने पड़ते हैं. It's not like that. So I don't believe in the concept के हमको quinoa ही खाना चाहिए या couscous खाना चाहिए या you have those blueberries. We have lots of foods that are in a budget in our country, are traditional fruits which can just as well help us in managing our health and of course diabetes.
Right, beautifully like you had said कि अगर हम lifestyle पे focus करेंगे तो शायद हमें पैसे खर्चे ही ना करने पड़े. Exactly. To go to a diet. So protein is something we are always hearing in terms of a regular diet, and when it comes to the diet of a diabetic person, how important is protein?
So protein is generally very important, and see, you will hear a lot of things around that. There's a lot of hoo-ha about protein. We really don't need that much protein. But one thing remains a fact is we do need the protein, right? And I firmly believe that food is the source from where it should majorly come. So that's the first point I'm making, because nowadays, people are talking a lot about supplements and, relying only on supplements. So I feel food, because food gives you a lot more than just protein. It gives you fiber, it gives you a lot of other nutrients also. So getting protein from food is very important. Secondly, in a diabetic diet, protein is important because it helps in keeping you satiated or full. तो उसकी वजह से क्या होता है, आपको food cravings नहीं होती है. You don't binge eat meals because it keeps you full. Secondly, it kind of has a buffering action when protein is absorbed. It is absorbed. To put it simply, protein is digested very slowly, because of which it has a buffering action when carbohydrates are absorbed, due to which the blood sugar levels remain stable. So protein जब carbohydrate के साथ जाता है तो जो rise होता है blood sugar का वो slow हो जाता है and stable रहता है. So that is the second reason why protein becomes important. And thirdly, when you eat protein, it's feeding or it's giving food to your muscles. It's muscle mass. And we already said that when you do, resistance training, it helps in reducing the insulin resistance. Right? When we just spoke about exercise,
Yes.
some time ago.
Yeah.
So that is why protein becomes very important in a diabetic diet. Here you go.
Right. I think proteins are definitely the building blocks of the muscles. That's where the repair work needs protein.
Correct.
Yes. So, is it true that, even a vegetarian can get the equal amount of protein from the diet, or are the supplements still needed there?
So it's a myth that vegetarians cannot get sufficient protein. Now, it remains also a fact that there are certain, every protein has 9 essential amino acids, and they have to be got from food. Now, vegetarian sources of protein may be missing one or more of these essential amino acids. But the trick is that you have to combine the different foods in order to get the entire gamut of these essential amino acids. So if you combine the vegetarian foods well, you will still get good quality protein. And we've seen that when people have vegetarian protein, we have protein vegan athletes, vegetarian athletes,
Yes.
they are doing just as well. So yes, it can be planned well, but it has to be planned well. That's the whole, crux. You cannot just decide that I will have only roti sabji, I will not have dal. Every meal has to have a protein source. So a well planned vegetarian diet can have sufficient protein. That is very, very important. Now, it also is important to understand that we cannot rely on only dal. We have to have protein from varied sources. तो आप चाहे टोफू ले लीजिए, आप लो फैट पनीर ले लीजिए, लो फैट मिल्क एंड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स ले लीजिए, आप सोया चंक्स लीजिए, ग्रीक योगर्ट लीजिए, सीड्स है आपके, नट्स है, इन द ग्रेन्स किनोआ इज अ वेरी गुड प्रोटीन सोर्स. तो ये सब वेरिड सोर्सेज आप जब मिक्स करते हैं तो एक वेजिटेरियन डाइट में प्रोटीन भी अच्छा मिल सकता है.
राइट. सो ऑप्शंस की कमी नहीं है, आपको सिर्फ प्लान करना है, चूज भी करना है.
Absolutely.
Right. Great. Now that we have an understanding of, what are the things we should do for the right lifestyle, is it true that we need to avoid carbs and avoid sugars completely?
Avoiding carbs, I don't think we can, because I think it's not sustainable again. To understanding this better, we first need to understand the two types of carbs that are there. One are the healthy carbs and one are the unhealthy carbs.
Okay.
Let's start with the unhealthy carbs. I already mentioned before, they are white rice, white pasta. When I say white pasta, I mean the one made from maida.
Yeah.
You have, the white bread that is there. So yes, so these are the things that have the, the ability to spike the blood sugar levels very fast. So as soon as they're eaten, they are digested very fast, they're absorbed because they don't have fiber. Right? So that is something we need to be careful about. We need to restrict. Okay, if I say avoid, you can't do it avoid. कभी पिज्जा खाने का मन हो गया तो आप एक स्लाइस तो खाएंगे ही. So it's not like you have to completely avoid, but yes, you can restrict it to a large extent. Now let's talk about the healthy carbs. तो healthy carbs में सारे के सारे grains जिसमें फाइबर आते हैं. Right? We have whole wheat जिससे हम रोटी बनाते हैं. राइस है तो जो हैंड पाउंडेड राइस आता है, पार बॉइल्ड राइस आता है, ब्राउन राइस आता है, रेड राइस आता है. There's different varieties of rice that are available, right? So this rice is there. You also have oats, right? So these are the ones, your dals are there, beans are there, they're all coming in the grains that have fiber. So these carbs are the healthy carbs. Now, we need to have most of the times these healthy carbs and restrict the unhealthy carbs. But here, we also need to remember in diabetes, we cannot have, even if the carbs are healthy, a lot of these carbs. So you have to maintain these portions so that there are no blood sugar spikes. Because at the end of the day, uska digestion hai sugar, right? Glucose, which is a sugar. So that is why we need to be careful with the portions. Secondly, the sequencing in which we eat is important. So let's say, अगर हम carbs पहले खाएंगे तो वो absorb जल्दी से हो जाएंगे, even though they have fiber, because they are carbs, right? That's how they are, made. So what we need to do is first have fiber coming from vegetables. तो आप अच्छे से vegetables खा लीजिए. फिर उसके बाद दाल ले लीजिए, बीन्स ले लीजिए, चिकन जो भी आप खा रहे हैं वो ले लीजिए. उसके बाद आप थोड़ी सी सब्जी और रोटी खा लीजिए, तो आप ये देखेंगे दैट द एब्जॉर्प्शन इज नॉट वेरी फास्ट, तो वो स्टेबिलिटी आ जाएगी आपके ब्लड शुगर लेवल्स। एंड द नेक्स्ट वुड बी फूड कॉम्बिनेशन। सो अगर आप कार्ब खा रहे हैं तो यू हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू डोंट हैव इट अलोन, राइट। अगर रोटी खा रहे हैं तो उसके साथ यू हैव टू एंश्योर दैट यू आर हैविंग अ प्रोटीन, राइट, और अ फाइबर रिच फूड।
So, sometimes we believe there are certain healthy foods out there and we also overdo them. हम खाते ही जाते हैं जो हम सोचते हैं कि ये healthy है, तो क्या वो सही है?
Yes, I think we'd all like to believe that there are those health foods which we can keep having them. But in diabetes, we need to be a little careful. So, the most common one I'd like to be, start with is, let's say, honey. या फिर जैगरी। हम सोचते हैं कि शुगर को हम रिप्लेस कर देंगे विथ हनी एंड जैगरी एंड इट्स गोइंग टू हेल्प मैनेज द शुगर लेवल्स, बट लेट मी टेल यू, when honey and even jaggery, then when in the body, when they are digested, the end product is the same, which is glucose. So at the end of the day, whether you have sugar, you have honey, you have jaggery, you are still going to have glucose in the body and it spikes up your blood sugar levels. So that is the first thing. Second is dates. So dates में हमने देखा है, हम काफी people डर लगा, अरे हम तो date syrup लेते हैं या फिर हम dates खाते हैं, तो we feel that we are safe. But yes, dates are better than sugar and jaggery and honey because they do have fiber, right? But again, they have to be eaten in a limited amount. You cannot, eat them in a larger amount because again, it has the ability to spike the blood sugar levels. So these are the general three things that, I would like to specify first. And then we have things like brown bread. There is a difference in brown bread and whole wheat bread. When we talk of whole wheat bread and we look at the ingredients, the first ingredient is whole wheat. Now in brown bread, many times when I see the ingredient list, it is still maida. So it's just caramelized. That's the whole thing
Yes,
about
to get the color there.
Correct. And it will behave in the same manner as maida does. Right? तो वो spike करेगा ही आपके blood sugar को. Then the second thing is cornflakes. Great. अब busy individuals, time नहीं है तो सुबह milk and cornflakes ले लिया, तो we feel that we are sorted. But we have to remember that cornflakes are highly processed. तो उसमें fiber तो है ही नहीं. So again, because there's hardly any fiber, you are going to, or rather it will spike your or increase your blood sugar level. So termed as healthy, in my eyes, definitely not healthy. Then you have the biscuits, so-called, the healthy biscuits, not taking the names again. These biscuits again will have maida, starches, which is not good for your blood sugar levels. Right?
Protein biscuits also, if I can, have a query here about that. Is it
Correct.
true?
So protein biscuits will have the supplement, but at the end of the day, they will have some part which is maida. Right? So we have to be really, careful about what we are putting into our body. Then you have smoothies. We say smoothies are very healthy, but for diabetics, no, because जब ब्लेंड करते हैं सारा कुछ, तो वो जो फूड का स्ट्रक्चर होता है, इट ब्रेक्स डाउन, एंड व्हेन यू हैविंग इट, इट्स लाइक अ कार्ब लोड इन द बॉडी, अगेन rise in the blood sugar level. So smoothies, maybe a little bit along with a protein source, but not on their own at all. And then we have these diet snacks, right?
Dry fruits also.
Yeah, dry fruits, but diet snacks में if you see काफी आजकल मिलते हैं बाजार में, तो flavorings जो उसमें यूज करते हैं उसमें maltodextrin होता है, and maltodextrin is nothing but highly processed industrial starch. It has the ability to spike blood sugar levels, and many of these snacks will also have, let's say, agave sugar hai, it will have maybe HCFS, which is high, HFCS, which is high fructose corn syrup, and different kinds of sugar.
Monk sugar is also very popular these days.
Yes, but see, it's still safer. But one thing I can tell you is that sugar has many names. तो आप find out कर ही नहीं पाएंगे unless and until you look at the ingredient list and find out कि what is the name that is used there.
True.
So you have to be careful there. And and you said nuts, dried fruits, sorry, not nuts. Dried fruits, again, minimum amount, क्योंकि उनमें fiber तो है, but again, larger amount means spikes in blood sugar levels. And finally, you have to remember fruit juices. They are all being marketed as healthy, ना? तो healthy होने ही चाहिए. Convenient also. But fiber नहीं है उसमें, तो आपके ब्लड शुगर को स्टेडी कैसे रखेगा? तो that is also a sugar spike. So these are some health foods which need to be taken with restriction. You can have everything once in a while, even as a diabetic, but you have to be careful in how much you have and when you have and with what you have. That's
Right.
important.
Right, absolutely. And again, that brings us back to the balanced diet concept where you can get it all from your food, which are
Correct.
very basic. You just
Correct.
need to do a portion control.
Yes.
So, like diabetes is so common these days. There are two other deficiencies also, which, every time somebody's checking, they come across, which is D3 and B12 deficiencies. So, what do you have to say? Do they impact diabetes?
So, yes, in some way, because both D3 and B12, like let's start with D3. D3 is involved in the insulin secretion, whereas B12 is it's very important for cellular metabolism, and in within the cells there's energy production that is happening for that. Now, we see these two vitamin deficiencies rampant. Is first A, because the exposure to sunlight is less, so the radiation of the sun, is not enough for the precursor of vitamin D to get converted to vitamin D, in our body. As far as vitamin B12 is concerned, it is found only in animal-based foods, right? So, if you are having meat and meat products, great, you will have sufficiently well the vitamin B12. But for vegans, where there are absolute no animal products, they definitely get a deficiency. And vegetarians who are only having milk and milk products but not meat and meat products are also seen with this deficiency. Maybe the absorption is not good. So yes, both of them are important from the point of view of diabetes. Now, both of them also lead to exhaustion. आपको थकान ज़्यादा महसूस होती है. You are tired all the time if there is a deficiency of these two vitamins. So it becomes difficult for you to, be more mobile. आप exercise कम करते हैं, which impacts your sugar levels. So that is why we have to ensure that, they are under check. Also, जो B12 है, it is necessary for keeping your nerves healthy. And diabetes जिनमें uncontrolled होता है, उनमें you see that there is diabetic neuropathy wherein the nerves are also already affected. So if there's a deficiency of B12 and that also affects the nerves, it's a twofold, effect on people with diabetes. So make sure you're having a supplement for both of these. However, vitamin D3 needs to be taken with caution because it is stored in the body and any excess can cause toxicity or it can reach toxic levels. So better to get it prescribed from your medical practitioner and then take it under supervision.
Right, absolutely. And सबसे पहले natural sources जो आपने already बताया in the conversation, we should try for those first.
Correct. So this is especially for people who don't have animal products. And food wise, vitamin D जिनमें होता है, बहुत कम foods है जिनमें vitamin D है. कुछ ही जैसे mushroom है, you will have coming from egg yolk. So people who are vegetarians will find it very difficult to get it from them, right?
True.
And then you have fortified oils hai, fortified foods hai, but that's about it. So you do need to take a supplement.
Right. So now that we have the knowledge of the right things to do when it comes to lifestyle, the wrong things to avoid when it comes to aggravating diabetes, can diabetes be cured?
First, let me explain what's the difference between cure and remission. Cure means the disease is completely gone, permanently gone, and is not going to come back again, which does not happen with diabetes type 2. Remission means that without medication, you are able to manage the blood sugar levels by making the right lifestyle changes. But the risk of for the condition to come back or the blood sugar levels to again increase remain high if you do not maintain those lifestyle conditions. So that's what the difference between the two is. And yes, diabetes can go into remission, but it can never be cured. So one important thing is early detection is very, very useful for reversal because that's the time when the insulin producing cells, they are just overworked and not dead. So it's possible to restore the function. Now, the way you can do it is by dropping weight. So 5 to 15% of weight drop will also result, in restoring the normal function of these insulin producing cells. So that is important. Secondly, a diet which is low in calories, low in carbs, high in protein, and the other factors that I spoke about, along with not only the cardio-based exercise but strength training will help in reducing the insulin sensitivity. So this becomes very important for, bringing diabetes into remission.
Great, which means control to a great
Yes,
extent.
to a great extent. So, Remission, as I said, without medication, you will be able to manage it till you go back to your original lifestyle habits.
Thank you so much for sharing so much of light on the fact that how simple things can be done to make a big impact on the lifestyle as well as controlling your diabetes.
Diabetes.
And I think these are very doable at the end of the day because you have broken it down for us, whether it's the diet, whether it's the healthy exercise patterns. I think this is what we need to get on to for the way forward as a journey for a healthy lifestyle and a diabetes free country.
I believe that we all need to enjoy life. That's what I keep hearing. Oh, we are here to enjoy life. But with enjoyment, when you eat well, most times, I'm not saying always, most times, when you exercise regularly, sleep well, learn to manage your stress, you will be not only healthier and happier. I'm not only talking from the point of view of diabetes, but all the other clinical conditions, and you will be able to have a more productive life. That is, at the end of the day, very, very important.
Right. And with that motivation, I'm sure our audience will definitely be doing those little things which can make a big impact.
Yes, I'm sure. Thank you very much for having me here today. It's been a pleasure talking to everyone.
Thank you so much. Let's try spread some sweetness out there
Oh, yes.
in terms of the knowledge sharing that we are doing, and let's help everybody prevent diabetes.
Thank you very much.